Hi everyone, this is Dave from the Photography Toolkit, and today's challenge is the infrared challenge. So I have a camera that has been converted to infrared, meaning there's a filter that's on every camera that filters out the infrared, but this one, that filter has been taken out. Now when I take the picture, it sort of looks a little bit red on the back of the camera, but what I'll do is I'll convert it into black and white afterwards. I'm looking to have lots of sort of leafy trees. Green trees look really cool in infrared. They sort of have this white look. And I'm gonna probably be using some wide angle lenses to try to get as much in as I can. That's what I've got with me, so I'm gonna try that out. So I'm looking forward to this infrared challenge. Not a lot of blue sky today. We've got a bit of rain actually, on and off, so that might come into it. Who knows, maybe the sun will come out. But I'm looking forward to the infrared challenge today. So I've got all these trees, which I think will show up really nicely with an infrared photo. And what I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna try to get low to the ground. I got this puddle down here, which I'm hoping will give me a nice reflection. So let's see what I can do here. I've got this traffic going by, and so what I'm going to try to do is put this hedge in the foreground, which will show up nicely, and use a slower shutter speed to try to get some blur. So I'm looking for about maybe a 1/15 of a second. We'll see as these things go by. Oh, little wet here. Let's try that again. So I got all these trees here. I'm going to try looking up and maybe getting part of that building in my shot. Maybe I'll even get close to some of these branches as they lead up as we go. But got these beautiful, as I said, green is going to come out and it's going to look great when you're taking an infrared photo. So give this a shot. Okay, so I've got the buildings over here. Now what I'm gonna do is, you can see them, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move over here so I sort of got this frame, these plants here to frame them. So I'm going to try to frame this picture where I've got those buildings there, but the trees sort of overhanging. Now what I've noticed with this camera is that sometimes it can underexpose when it's going up to the sky, this specific camera that I have. So what I might do is I might just overexpose a little bit, just dial in some exposure compensation to get the shot that I'm looking for. Got a nice shot here, and what I'm trying to do is I'm just waiting for somebody to come by. I think that might complete my photo. And I'll just wait for these people to go by. I might try different zooms. So one of the advantages of a camera that is converted to infrared versus a infrared filter is that you can use fast shutter speeds to capture things like movement or people. So let me just try to do that here. See if I can capture this. See if I can get a person into this shot that I wouldn't otherwise be able to do with a filter. Can I take a photo? Thank you. Looking good. Double check my exposure. It looks pretty good. So this is the advantage of having a camera that's converted to infrared, is that I can capture movement, capture fast shutter speeds. Just aware of that background. but it's looking pretty good. Thank you. Okay, a lot of greenery. That means I'm really going to want to try this infrared. And I've got these beautiful trees. These are just so cool. And what I want to try to do is maybe have something in the foreground. I've got to watch the corner of my frame. I want to try to make that clean. If I let this patch of grass that's over on this side over here come in, it's going to, well, it's going to distract from the final image. So I'm just going to try to make it so that I've just got as much of the greenery in as possible, but I'm just going to explore this image a bit and sort of zoom with my feet, move with my feet, but also zoom my lens to try to get slightly different shots. Absolutely love how dark branches stand out when you take a picture with infrared, how they just really stand out. So I think this is going to look pretty cool with this infrared camera. I'm also going to put the fisheye lens on. Give me a really wide angle. So now I've got the fisheye on, and it really gives me an incredibly wide angle. My reflection on the infrared challenge. First and foremost, I really love finding greenery that would turn to white. I think that was really cool. And trees like the ones behind me were really great in helping me to be able to get pictures that had these dark trunks and then these really white leaves. So that was really cool. I used quite wide angle lenses. I had a fisheye lens and I had a wide angle lens, a 10-20 on a crop sensor body. So maybe next time, one of the things I might like to try is maybe a mid telephoto or a longo telephoto to try to pick out some details. But I can't carry around everything, so that's one of the things that happened. If you ever get a chance, I would definitely recommend trying out an infrared camera. I also have an infrared filter, so maybe I could do a challenge with just that filter, so that would be a lot of fun. But the camera's great because I can use proper shutter speeds and capture images. So a lot of fun. Looking forward to the next challenge.